What we are doing here is lasting front stiff and then just coupling the shoes. So sit tight and enjoy. It will be a little long ride. So welcome guys to my channel. So today we are lasting our flat shoes. So what I did is I just placed it on the last, then I used nail to hold it at the back, then two other nail to hold the insole we had already drawn out. So sorry, there wasn't a video of that. I am just saying that. I am sorry guys, but if any of us would like a video on that, you will just let me know on the comment section. Moving forward, you are applying gum on the edges of your leather and the edges of your fiber as well. So when you are done doing that and allow it to dry, and lasting it will not be an issue. You are just dragging with your lasting plier and it will just fall into place. Just drag a little and hit, drag a little and hit, and you will just go on and on with it. So that's the work of your lasting plier. It just helps you drag and drag or pull the leather in a way it will just fit into. So I like working from my left side. So what I'm doing, I'm just dragging from my left side towards the right side, and the lasting plier is helping me. So first, what you need to know is don't get a leather that doesn't stretch when it comes to making shoes, because if it doesn't stretch, it will give you lots and lots of work. It will not last well and it will be pleated, and we don't need pleating when it comes to shoemaking, especially at the front part. You don't need it to be pleated. So this is it. You just, Lasipai helps you to drag the leather. So you need a leather that draws, not a stiff leather. Now after lasting it, we only lasted the lined part. So the front part, I didn't gum it. Yes, I gummed the other part, but the front part wasn't gummed because we put in a front stiff. So this is how we got our front stiff. You just place the tip of your last of your shoe, then you just draw it and give allowance, and that is for your front tip. Like I always say, they have ready-made front tip, so it just depends on what works for you. I've never really used the ready-made though, but I can't wait to use it one day. I'm used to this one because this is what I learned with. So I filed it. You file it to make it lighter so that it will be able to bend. Yes, when you file it, make it light so it will be able to bend. Apply your gum, allow it to dry, then place it on the front part of your last. So what you are doing is you are just bending it gradually till it is curved to the way you want it. There might be some pleated parts, but when you go to your filing machine, you just smoothen that part and everything just falls into place just the way you want it. So what you are doing here, you're just smoothing it, and you're trying to smoothen all those pleated parts of the fiber as well, so that when you are lasting the leather, the pleated part will not show, because whatever shows on the fiber will certainly show on your leather. So be careful and don't forget that. So after that, you just apply your gum as usual. You allow it to dry. After applying, then you are gradually pulling it to the front part to last. Now if you are not sure of pulling it with your hand, you can pull it with your gum brush or your lasting plier, whichever way works for you. Whichever way works for you, that's what you will do. So you will apply gum as well, that's on the fiber. Now for our belt hole, is it belt or buckle? Okay, your buckle strap, what I'm doing is I'm going to give my aboki friend to just do it for me, because my sewing machine has little issue. So I'll just gum that part, give my aboki friend to do it for me. So the thing is, that other shoe, the customer was in a hurry, so I couldn't finish the tutorial of it, but I have this other order, so this is what will complete our teaching with. Now for this one, we are not putting a front stiff because she said she doesn't want it to be hard at the front. So like I told us, you are applying your gum at the edges of your leather, and the lining. Now this other part, this other one, the back stiff was actually breast pad. Remember I told us in our last video that I used fiber, and I also used breast pad just to experiment, and they all came out nicely well. Now this one, like I earlier said, we are not using front stiff, but I guess I was supposed to apply gum all over, but I didn't, because I think I'm just used to lasting the lining first before lasting the leather that we are using. That's the front part. Now what you do, you are just dragging it with your lasting plier as seen in the video. Just take your time gradually. If you see any pleated part, please feel free to open it and draw it so that you will not have any issue. So this is it for this one. Like I said, we are not putting a front stiff on this one. Direct authority from the customer, so I didn't put front stiff, but this is an idea of how the shoe will come out. Now the next thing you do is you are applying your gum. Apply your gum on the black leather, that's the leather you are using. Then apply your gum on the lining. When you are done with that, you just pull it gradually as seen in the video. If your hand can't do the work, please make sure you have a lasting plier or your gum brush to do the work for you. Now after pulling it, you will make sure you align it with your hand first before lasting. Now if you do this, lasting will not be hard for you. So you align it first. You just get the shape first with your hand by just folding it, aligning it with your hand, set it very well. When you are done setting it, when you start dragging it with your lasting plier and dragging the leather, don't forget though, don't use a stiff leather. Stiff leather doesn't work when it comes to shoes. I've had my own fair share of problem with stiff leathers. I think I didn't know at that point, but right now I know better. So what you are doing is you are just dragging it carefully. Don't be too hard on it because it might just cut in the process. It might just cut. So just gradually with your lasting plier. It will be pleating, but the pleating will be at the end of the shoe, not the mouth where people see, because this pleated part will also be filed. So don't bother about it. What your focus should be this tip. Just make sure that this tip is not pleated. In all you do, don't just make sure the tip is not pleated. So the more you drag, you just hit till you are finally arrived at what you want. So this is an idea of our shoe. What you are doing is you are just filing those ends, then you apply your gum. See how I already filed the ends, then I applied my gum on the shoe and I applied the gum on the last itself. But please don't forget to remove your nail. I've had my own fair share of troubles. Remove your nail, don't forget. So after that, you allow the gum to dry. You can as well heat it if you want it to last longer too. You can heat it, but one, I didn't hit my own because I will still go and give my aboki friend to sew it all around for me, so that this shoe will just stay for a very long time. Even if the girl plays football with it, nothing is going to happen to it. And so that's it for our class today on lasting, putting your front stiff, and coupling your shoes. I hope you find this video very useful. So guys, that's it for making flats for babies. Thank you for your time. Thank you for liking and thank you for subscribing. Please, I'm always open for questions. I need questions in the comment section. Please disturb me with your questions and I'll be so glad, excessively glad, to help you with any of your questions in form of video. So thank you guys. I hope to see you in my next video and in my next tutorial. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you guys. Bye.